So, you are a game developer and want to make a good game with great high quality animations and not those choppy ones. Then we have this perfect thing called Game Animation Sample Project, aka GASP. For those who don't know, Game Animation Sample Project is made completely available free by Epic Games, and it showcases one of the very good features of Unreal Engine 5, which is motion matching. Motion matching is a framework to choose perfect animation frame for the trajectory of motion we are performing, and hence this project comprises of more than 500 high quality animation sequences, and we can use them in our project. And to do that, we need to add our character and replace it. So this is what I'm going to show right now, how to add our custom character in this project.
Let's do this.
First of all, pick the character you want to use, add it to your project. In my case, the asset does not support Unreal Engine 5.6, but we can select the show all project, pick the closest version it supports. In most of the cases there will be no problem, asset will work fine. Once it's loaded, go to our asset folder, meshes, and here are our assets, skeletal mesh. Now we will do right click and create iCarry. iCarry is what will help us to retarget the animation from the base character. We will have to retarget the bones. There are two methods to do this. If our assets have a good skeleton hierarchy, then it will be very simple. Just click on auto create retarget chain. This will create all the retarget needed for the chain. And then click on auto create IK. This will also add all the IK we need in the hierarchy. And so this part is done. And if the skeleton hierarchy is not similar to Unreal Engine's hierarchy, then we will have to retarget them manually by referring to Unreal's skeleton system. Refer to it and retarget all the bones manually. Now for iCarry, add a new solver, select full body IK. Now go to the pelvis, set pelvis as a start for the solver. Then select all the 5 IK points like head, hand left, hand right, leg left, leg right, and set new IK goals and assign to all 5 of them. And iCarry is set. Now we will also create a IK retargeter. Here we will select our source skeleton and target skeleton. If you do not see this in OP stack, click on add default OPs. It will add them. So once the OPs are added, so we will move our target skeleton onto x-axis aside so that we can see both of them at the same time and they do not overlap. Now it should be retargeted, and we will preview some animations, and voila, it's working. Now we will go to our animation blueprint and right click and retarget animations. Here we will select our skeletons and we will export the animation asset, not the animation, since we want to use the motion matching and not change anything other than the character. So we'll just take the assets. There will be 3 of them: the source iCarry, target iCarry, and the retargeter. Now copy the name of the retargeter. We will need that further ahead. Next, let's go to the blueprints folder. Retargeted characters. Copy one of the character. It does not matter since we just need to change the skeleton inside it. Copy one of the character. Pick the skeleton mesh under the parent skeletal mesh. Change the skeletal mesh. Next, we go to the animation blueprint of the actual UEFN character, and in the retargeter list we add the name of the retargeter and select the asset to that retargeter. Now the character is actually added, but to use it in the gameplay we have to go to this widget blueprint named game animation widget. Here we will duplicate one of this character image, which will help us to select the skeleton in the game. We will select the object to be our newly created character blueprint, and it's done. We can go to the gameplay, open the widget and select our character, and voila, we have our character working here. You can use these high quality animations in your game and it will make your users go, I don't know why I did that. Honestly, why did I do that? Anyway, so I will be uploading more of these tutorials and devlogs of my new game.
for those who come after.
So that anyone who faced the same situation as me can watch this, and I will be happy if it helps anyone. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Ciao.